We've been in AD's position and sometimes we don't hear. I've been saying as I've been watching this show, love might not be blind, but it can be deaf. Okay, guys, we are here. Last episode, the finale, final episode of Love is Blind. We made it. First of all, round of applause to us. Also, a mini round of applause to me. Seeing through the whole season. I think this is the first show I've reviewed start to finish. I will obviously be doing the reunion next week. But yes, everybody that's been here every episode, thank you. If you're new, welcome. You can go back and watch my thoughts on previous episodes. What was I going to say? Yes, feel free to subscribe, like, comment. I always say it at the end. But let me say it at the beginning, guys. Subscribe. I will be doing a lot more other videos. And I have separation anxiety. I don't want you guys to leave me. So let's keep this going. But yeah, as always, I'm going to be looking at my phone for my notes. Let's get into the final episode. So we start with Jimmy and Chelsea, and it's where they left off. And it seems like obviously Chelsea's going to say, Jimmy's asking, are you going to say yes at the altar? Like, where is your head at? And it seems like, you know, she's having doubts. But I was saying it's probably like how she was in the pods, you know, and she was like, he proposed and she's like, oh, I'm going to throw up or whatever. And then she's like, yeah, eventually. It was that, and she said she could see it. Plot twist, Jimmy's like, I can't. I mean, is it really a plot twist after everything, you know, Chelsea has been doing, all the arguments they've had? So they're having a conversation about that. Chelsea is basically like, how could you blindside me like this over one thing? And Jimmy's like, no, it's not just one thing. And he's like literally explaining it to her. What did I put here? Chelsea's like, you know, why did you propose? Why did you waste my time? And if anything, I'm thinking, Chelsea, you should thank this man that he's not blindsiding you at the altar. We'll get into that. And he's telling you now instead of you, you know, going through all of the putting on your dress and all of that. And so say thank you to that man. But anyway, so she's like she's basically, again, what's the word? Like invalidating his feelings and every reason he's giving. And he's really trying to be nice about it. Guys, I was in like shock. I felt like she was gaslighting me. She says, I've been walking around on eggshells with you. I feel like I can't tell you anything. Like Jimmy was very calm in that moment because it was the other way around. Am I wrong? Guys, comment below if I've been watching a completely different show. Jimmy, what'd you call it? And Jimmy's like, okay, give me an example of when I've made you feel that way. And yeah, she has nothing. She literally has nothing to say. And he says as well, you broke my trust when I told you about my friend and I told you I didn't want you to say it out in public. Obviously, he slept with his friend. And I thought like it was to protect her. He didn't want it out there. She still said it. And even in her apology about that, she's like, I'm sorry, but like, accountability was not in the room of us. Chelsea does not understand accountability. She apologizes and then tells you what you did wrong, or she apologizes and says you're on my level. You did the same. And you know, she keeps going on like you're throwing in the towel over just one issue, and it's like, no, he's listed quite a few, Chelsea. Yeah, so that's Jimmy and Chelsea done out. So we only have 2 brides left at this point. So we have the bachelor and bachelorette party. We see AD and Amy having a chat. Amy's obviously explaining to AD about the whole birth control thing. AD didn't know. And I feel like Amy was cool-ish with the girls. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like she just kind of kept to herself. Nothing against that, just an observation. Like even when the couples first met at the beach party or whatever in the DR, the girls sat down for the first time to talk and she was like, where's Johnny? And she got up to go and speak to him. I was like, okay. But yeah, she's obviously saying like, I feel like 98% Johnny's going to say yes. And they keep on emphasizing this. And I'm thinking, are they about to blindside us? I feel like producers have traumatized me into leading me down one path and then boom, it's something else. So I was so sure we were going to be blindsided with Amy and Johnny for some reason. But yeah, AD's not buying that they haven't slept together. I do believe they haven't because Johnny seems really adamant about that. And then obviously we see Clay with his boys and he's like, you know, I'm so happy I'm at AD and she really fought for me and da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. I'm surprised he didn't bring up his dad cheating in this moment. I'm really surprised. But lo and behold, they actually bring his dad in this episode and he talks about his cheating. But we'll get onto that in a second. It's the wedding day, AD's skin. Can we just take a moment for that? Like, flawless. She has beautiful skin. And let me tell you something. High production TV shows, Netflix series, you can't hide, okay? They're going to show every crevice of bad skin you have, but it was just smooth and flawless. This is before she got her makeup done and everything. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. AD's mum walked in looking like she was part of the mafia. I kind of wish she kept that look for the wedding. Would have come in handy. So yeah, we then see AD's mum talking to her about she just met Clay's mum, and the way she's expressing like how amazing she is and she's so great and da-da-da-da and all of this. And I was just like, facts, because from what I saw, I did really like Clay's mum. But that's how she should be talking after meeting Clay. Just a thought. Yeah, so we see Clay, his friends are giving him marital advice. And then we meet his dad. Like father, like son. My God, let's just get straight into it. He lets him know he's proud of him and he's using his track career as a comparison. Like just going on about this like whole soliloquy about, you know, how well he's done and he's watched him and he wanted what he had or whatever it was he was talking about. Clay can sometimes go on in the same way. What Clay can always also do is blame his dad. And his dad, we saw Clay's dad blaming his dad for his actions. I was in the Matrix. He was always talking about how his dad was an absent father or something along those lines. And that's why he is the way he is. And, you know, but he learned to be a good father. But, I mean, I will never judge parents. And I'm sure there's been many moments he's been great to Clay. Clay, you know, was thanking him in that moment. But I will say taking your children with you on infidelity trips, not great parenting. No, I'm not a parent. My sister's going to be though. Guys, by the way, my sister just posted yesterday. She's having a baby. I'm going to be an auntie. I'm so excited. Anyway, side note. I think that's why I've got so much energy. Like, because I know it's out in the world now that, yeah. Anyway, send her your prayers, loves, thoughts, all of that. But yeah, I'm also wondering, guys, I don't know, maybe I zoned out at some moments in their conversations. Obviously, we know Clay's scared of cheating. Has he ever cheated, though? Has he said that? I was just curious. Comment below if you know. AD, you know, gets ready in her wedding dress. I loved her dress. Would I have loved maybe, I don't know what sort of extra pizzazz or embellishment or lace or I don't know. But the silhouette of it, I love the slit. Like, she looks, mwah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And then we see Clay about to walk down the aisle and he stood with his mom. They have like a really beautiful moment, I will say. So AD walks down the aisle. Like I said, she looks stunning. I wonder though, that must be so nerve-wracking if you're walking down by yourself. Like I would be like, Chelsea, I'm going to throw up. Like, because it's like, I guess if you've got someone by your side, like just that body-to-body contact might calm your nerves a bit. That was just a thought I had. They both say their vows to each other. But do you know what's crazy to me? Imagine at your wedding, the officiator saying, now it's time to decide if love is truly blind. Like it's a game show. Most people that have gotten married like that, they've redone their wedding, right? Because it just feels like deal or no deal. Like, was there money in the box? Let's see. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just crazy. AD says, I do, which I saw coming. Clay says he's not ready for marriage, but he still wants to work at things. Now, am I surprised given what we saw from Clay? No. Did I think the producers were trying to trick us? Yes. I actually thought they were going to go through with it and get engaged, if I'm 100% honest. Sorry, not engaged, get married. So AD's like, all AD can say is like, what the fuck? And I feel bad, like she's in shock and he's obviously reassuring her, I'm still rocking with you. I'm so sorry. I don't want my husband to say to me, I'm rocking with you. whilst proposing to me or on our wedding day. Anyway, I guess in her head, all she can hear is, you've embarrassed me in front of everyone. Her mum is like, let's go. Like, she takes her, she goes off with all her sisters, and she's got her tribe around her, which is good. And Clay's even asking, like, but why does the timing matter? Like, why can we not get married later? And I do get that. If I don't know where they are now, but if he truly does want to work at their relationship, fair. I don't know what the case is. But also, if you truly care about the person, despite what producers were trying to get you to do, even if they're pushing for you to do it on the altar, if deep down you knew, you could have told her before, like Jimmy did. Maybe Jimmy got luckier with the producers and they were more favorable to him and letting him do it before. But I don't care. If you truly care about your person, you will fight for them and be like, no, I need to tell them before, or even text her. Or call her the night before. Like, you could have saved her that embarrassment. But he is right. It would have been irresponsible for him to say yeah, because he is not ready for marriage. Like he said, he needs to go for therapy. Anyway, we're going to get onto his bit after. But we see AD with, like, her mom and her sisters and friends and just like, why am I never enough? And that really breaks my heart every time I hear a woman saying that, because, and I think one of her friends even said, like, it's not to do with you, it's him. And it's so true. And I really, anytime any woman, because I've been there, I've had those thoughts in moments, but you need to remind yourself, it's not to do with you, it's them. It's not you. Like, never tell yourself you're not enough. That person is just, they know in themselves they're not enough for you, or they're not ready to receive you, basically. You are more than enough. If there's anything you take away from it, and I hope AD knows that about herself now, and she goes after the right person. But yeah, and obviously her family are like, you're going to find your person, you're going to find the one that chooses you for you. And at this moment, I'm just trying to, be impartial. He did say, I still want us to work at things. So it's not that he was ending things. He just wasn't ready to get married. Just a thought. But yeah, then Clay starts like, I'm not there yet. There's so much that comes into marriage. Starts dissing her finances, which we didn't see much of a conversation of them speaking about finances. Like last year with, the names have really left me, but the bald guy and the woman whose dad said, sometimes love flies first class. Shout out him. We saw that whole finance conversation and how it's an issue. We didn't see that with AD and Clay. So if it wasn't on camera, is it wrong for him to bring up on camera? I don't know. You guys comment below. But yeah, so Clay goes to speak with AD. And it was his dad giving him that whole track analogy. Maybe it stuck in his head because he kept saying it was a game time decision. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I don't want my wedding to seem like a game show. And you're saying, is love blind or not? Let's see. But saying it was a game time decision, I feel like it diminishes the connection they had and everything. Just say, like you said, I had time to think about it. I looked in the mirror and saw I'm not ready for marriage, all of that. But a game time decision, not the word choice for me. And, Clay says, I'm not rejecting you. I'm just not fully there yet. It's only been 2 weeks, which, again, the realist in me can look at this and be like, that's fair to not be ready to get married in 2 weeks. It's just how he went about it. He could have told her before they got to the aisle. Because I think deep down he knew, and he had known for time. He was trying to warn her. You know how I feel about cheating. I'm not... he was trying to warn her mom, the camera crew, producers, everybody. So I think he knew deep down. And also, he keeps saying he said, I'm saying no to getting married, but I still want to work on things. But I didn't feel the conviction in that, especially as the way AD is, she feels like it's ending, and he's not reassuring her enough, stomach rumble. He's not reassuring her enough, I still want this to be me and you, unless it was cut out. I know he said it, but I wasn't feeling it from him. Do you guys get what I mean? Comment below your thoughts on that whole, Clay saying, I do still want us to date. Do you believe him? Was it enough? Or do you feel like he should have reassured her more? Or am I just being too much? Let me know. So then we see Clay's mum and dad talking. Wow. Like, their relationship... I'm so sorry. This is going to sound so rude, and so happy for them. Happy for you, Amy and Johnny. But Clay's mum and dad were way more interesting than even Amy and Johnny. I would have rather had, like, their section extended way longer than Amy and Johnny's wedding. Just saying. Don't judge me. Congratulations, though, guys. So we see them talking, and she's basically like, you know, he struggles with the thought of marriage and the commitment of it all because of you. Like, she didn't say it in those words. I'm paraphrasing. But that's basically what she's saying. And then she calls him out as well. She was like, I found out about some things on this show that I didn't know, aka your infidelity trips. And I'm sure, like, she's thinking, and I can only imagine what it's like as a mother, like, knowing your child is going through something or battling with something in their head. Like, it's painful for you to see. And I think that's what we are seeing of her. And she's like, yeah, you took him on these infidelity trips. No wonder he's scared about marriage. He's got a lot of work to do. She didn't realize how much work it was, because she didn't realize the extent he was involved in that whole situation. You know, the dad's basically saying, you know, he just needs to meet the right woman and then he'll be great. And she was like, yeah, you met me, but you wasn't good. Guys, I wanted more. Give them a show. Honestly, I could have watched them for long. And the way she just handled everything so classily, is that a word? Like, she was reading him, but still polite. We're not going to argue, or I'm trying to be here for my son. But I got your number. Loved it. Shout out Clay's mum. And AD says something so true, and I'm sure so many women have felt this as well. Like, I felt like a sacrifice. Like, yeah, you learned so much, but you used me to do it. And, like, if people, we've been in AD's position, and sometimes we don't hear. I've been saying as I've been watching this show, love might not be blind, but it can be deaf. When you truly like someone, you choose not to hear certain things. Like, every time he talk about it, he's like, I just love how you're here for me and you've helped me grow and you listen to me and you're fighting for me and da-da-da. And I've said this, what was I watching? I think it may have been Love is Blind last year, where I was like, when someone is explaining to you why they love you and their reasons are centered around them, that's not good enough for me. I love you because you do this for me. You do. What about them do you love? And Clay rarely ever brought that up. But yeah, so like I said, I feel like Clay didn't do enough to reassure her that I do still want to work at this with you. It was more centered around him, like, I need to do some work. I'm rocking with you though. So yeah, they did not make it. I honestly thought the producers were tricking us and they were going to make it, but they didn't. So yeah, then we have Amy and Johnny's wedding. Guys, I'm going to be so honest. Barely any notes. They both said yes. I'm sure the whole nation saw it coming. I could see it coming, but like I said, I thought the producers were going to trick us. And they say no, but yeah. They said yes. They were the only couple to get married. Guys, next season, it could be that no couples get married, because the more and more seasons go on, the more just train wreck that these couples are. People are coming on here for clout. They're not really coming on here to truly find love. They're coming on here to find a blue tick on Instagram, you know. So yeah, Amy and Johnny got married. They seem really happy. I hope they do last. I hope they get birth control under control, whatever it is that they decide to do. I'm intrigued to see at the reunion how things have gone. I haven't looked up to see where all the couples are now. Did any get back together? I'm hearing, guys, all your tea that you have, comment below. Let me know what's going on. Because I'm hearing, I was watching Jessica on the Vial Files podcast, like I was saying, and she mentioned that there is somebody she's talking to from the pods. Everyone in the comments were speculating that it was Ariel. Is that how you say his name? Very attractive couple. At first I was saying, what's his name? Trevor? Was that his name? Trevor. But yeah, Ariel's way better looking. Also, again, you guys filled me in the last video. Let me know about Trevor. Because like I said, I had a bad feeling about him when we met him at that lake party or whatever that was. And I was like, I don't like him. And he was moving crazy in his last relationship, and his ex-girlfriend has spoke out. So also, guys, shout out to you, because you have been informing the nation with me, getting all the tea. I've genuinely really enjoyed speaking with you about every episode and like your thoughts, hearing all of you guys' thoughts. Like, I've enjoyed doing this season with you. Also hit 40k subscribers. So some of you have been subscribing. Shout out to you. Welcome. And also, I want to say, I will be reviewing the reunion next week. Are there any other shows you guys want me to review? Comment below, let me know, and we can go on another journey, because, like I said, separation anxiety. Not ready to leave you. Want to talk about some more shows. I am watching Celebrity Big Brother UK. I think for now I'm probably going to be doing short little reviews over on TikTok. But if there's enough of you that really want full-on reviews, I will do it here daily. Big commitment, so we'll see if there is demand for it. But yeah, like I said, any other shows you guys want to hear me speak on. I've been watching Married at First Sight Australia. Jesus. Let me tell you something. Australians know how to do reality TV. They bring it every year. This year, cooking. They stay in the kitchen. But yeah, let me know what shows you guys want me to review. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. I'm excited for the reunion. Let me know of any tea, what you've seen in the blogs about all these couples. But yeah, guys, that is me. Love is Blind, the final episode. Except for the reunion, of course. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. As always, if you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff I meant to ask you to do, please do. And I'm just rambling now, and I don't really know how to end this. So I'm just gonna go.